Alright, how's it going everyone? I'm Spider, and in this video we're going to be breaking down my team that I've built for the WPF week number 3. This week we're going up against Lars and his the Terminator, which is very funny. Play on obviously the Terminator, and Tyranitar, the Johto pseudo legendary. So let's go ahead and clear the throat and let's see what he's got cooking up here. So he's got the his draft is the Gouging Fire, the Meowscarada, the Walking Wake, the Skarmory, Florges, Torkoal, Slitherwing, Rotom, Rhydon, Arbok, and Ditto. So, a couple of things. Obviously, he has the Hazard Stack option with Meowscarada, also with Skarmory. I think Skarmory gets... No, actually, I don't think Skarmory gets Spikes in Paldea yet, so that's something to keep in mind. And I don't think it gets Defog either, but he does have the Stealth Rocker in Torkoal, which can also Rapid Spin, obviously, which I guess is his only form of removal on this team, which is good for us. Rhydon, I've also had a little bit of difficulty in mocks against just because of how it matches up against the 6 that I brought. Ditto, which could be huge. I definitely do expect Ditto because of the sweeping potential of my team. Obviously, Spectrier is there. Quaquaval could set up easily. Thundurus could nasty plot. I mean, even like the Iron Crown could click Calm Mind or something like that. Verzion could obviously set up with Calm Mind or Swords Dance. So there's a few options, and just certain things like if he wants to copy my Arcanine and just start breaking things, that could be a problem too. So I definitely see Ditto coming, as well as the Sun Sweepers being Gouging Fire and Walking Wake. Both are very good against my team, in my opinion. I expect both of them to come. Now, as far as what I don't expect, I could see Meowscarada. In fact, I don't even know why it's not on the screen. I'm kind of expecting Meowscarada and not so much Rhyhorn, but I could see Rhyhorn coming for sure. Slitherwing is a possibility, but as far as like he can only bring 6, right? So I'm expecting Gouging Fire, Walking Wake, and Torkoal for sure. And then as far as the other 3, it's a little bit, and then Ditto, and then the other 2 I guess are more up for grabs. So yeah, that's what I'm expecting. Let's get into the team that I'm bringing. So I have the Tenant, which is first. We have the Thundurus. Let's go ahead and pull up my team here. So I've got 248 HP, 4 attack, 240 special defense, and 16 speed with a jolly nature. This speed is for something, man. It's definitely for something. We got bulk up, acrobatics, rest, and taunt. So initially I had I think a nasty plot set, and I realized, hold on, let me check what this speed is actually for. See, I really should be doing this beforehand, and then I just don't do it, which is just pretty goofy to me. Let's see, it might be, hold on, I'm doing my math here. Okay, so it's faster than an adamant gouging fire. Oh, I think it's max speed Slitherwing, because I figured that's what I'll actually have to outspeed at some point. Let me see, 288 it is. Yeah, so max speed Slitherwing hits 287. I do want to make sure I outspeed that thing. And everything else, I mean, I'm expecting Gouging Fire to go adamant, probably, if it tries to get the attack boost with Photosynthesis. It could get the speed boost, but if it does have the speed boost, it doesn't matter if I outspeed it or not, right? So, as far as the EVs, I wanted to go Spidef because I wanted to be able to take hits, mainly from things like Torkoal and Florges, and I guess like an opposing Thundurus, but that was before I turned this thing into a physical attacker. But looking at my opponent's team, outside of Rhydon, this thing kind of goes crazy with the Prankster bulk up. Obviously, I am Chesto Berry to relieve myself of being asleep the first time I go asleep, and that's going to power up acrobatics because I use my item, and then I will be at that double power there since I won't have an item. My last move, I decided to go Taunt because for one, I can always beat Skarmory, even though acrobatics is obviously resisted. Skarmory can't do much to me, can't whirlwind me if I taunt. And taunt is also nice for certain things like the Florges if it tries to wish up. I can taunt, the Gouging Fire so that it can't do some things, although I'd probably just bulk up in front of that. Oh, oops. Taunting the Torkoal would be nice to stop hazards from getting up. So I just figured, I could run an Electro-type move to hit Skarmory, but what's the point if I can just use Taunt, right? because after that, I'd rather just set up on the Skarmory than just damage it, right? There's a lot of things I can set up on. If Meowscarada doesn't have triple axle, that's one of them. I can set up on Torkoal because with the Sped investment, I can take 3 Lava Plumes from Torkoal almost always. As long as he's defensive, I don't expect him to run a lot of special attack investment. Same thing with Florges, I believe, as far as Moonblast. I can take plenty of those. And of course, Skarmory I can take any hit. Most Slitherwing hits I can take just fine. Same with Rotom. And another thing is that this set beats a Ditto, because if Ditto runs Choice Scarf, which I'm assuming they will, it's not going to do that much to me, because Acrobatics is going to outspeed me, but actually it won't, because I can just go for Bulk Up. And I can get that defense boost for that turn, and he'll still have an item. He'll have the Choice Scarf, whereas I won't, most likely, in that scenario. So I'm just hoping Thundurus puts in a lot of work. I'm really excited for this set. Next up is Tinglu. We're just a max physical defense set here because I needed something to potentially switch into Gouging Fire. There isn't much on my team to do so, but we're going to try with this thing. It's also nice for, Skarmory, if I can switch into that. Also Rhydon, because if Rhydon goes for Sword Stance, there's nothing much else on my team that can actually take hits. So hopefully this thing will be able to do that, do well in that regard. It's also great at spike stacking. And like I said, his only spin blocker, or his only remover, is going to be that Torkoal. And Torkoal doesn't fare too well against a Tinglu, unless he burns me with Lava Plume, which would suck. But we do outspeed it, we can get a big Earthquake on it. And outside of Wish Passing Florges, he doesn't have really the best way of healing, especially because it'll probably be Heat Rock to boost the amount of Sun turns for his whatever they're called. What are they called? Paradox Pokemon? Yeah. Spike's Earthquake Whirlwind is nice just because it's Whirlwind and I can phase things, which is great. Get more Spikes damage. And then Ruination is nice just to cut things in half like the Skarmory. So if I go for Whirlwind against the Skarmory, I don't know why I'm out of focus right now, but hopefully it'll fix itself. If I go for Ruination and then he roosts the next turn, and I hit it with I could predict that and hit it with a big Earthquake. Or just Spikes, that would be good too. Next up is Spectre. We have the kind of setup Spectre, I guess, with a leftover. Did I say this was leftovers? Probably. Leftover Spectre, 248 HP, 96 special attack, 56 special defense, 108 speed with a timid nature. This will outspeed everything that's everything on his team, minus obviously like speed boosting Walking Wake in the sun, speed boosting Gouging Fire, maybe even if he decides to go speed boosting Slitherwing, which I doubt he will, but I guess that's a possibility. And Meowscarada. The thing is, I'm 354? I'm 355, because if Meowscarada decides to speed creep the Thundurus, or anything else that decides to be Choice Scarf, if they decide to speed creep max speed Thundurus, they'll go 354. I'm 355, so I'll outspeed them by 1 point. I have seen like 2 or 3 Choice Scarf Meowscaradas in mocks, which is interesting, so I'll have to watch out for that. But basically this thing is trying to set up on Florges, so if I go for the Calm Mind, I'm basically in a position to where I can substitute on a Florges once I'm at +1 special defense. That's what the 248 HP and 56 special defense is for. And that goes for a Lava Plume from Torkoal as well. So if I go for +2, as long as I don't have any special attack investment, or not much at least, I can guaranteed live it with the sub and then continue to set up on them. The only issue with that is if Ditto comes in and tries to reverse sweep me. That's kind of what the Wigglytuff is there for. I have to watch out for. I'm just gonna be honest. I have to watch out for the Ditto. I kind of prep for if Ditto comes in on anything on my team, I need to have something to answer it with. So that's the idea. I hate that this is not focusing on me. It's being really dumb right now. Oh boy. All right, whatever. Fuck it. Next up is Mythic. So this is a pretty cool set, man. I actually changed it last minute to Extreme Speed over Substitute, just because I figured it would be better. Air Balloon is nice. Okay, so our EVs are 252 attack, 72 defense, 184 speed, Adamant Nature. The defense is just what we had after, so if I get up to +2 with Agility, I'll outspeed like almost everything. I think even a speed boosting Walking Wake is what I'm going to outspeed. What's Walking Wake? 108 speed? Yeah, that sounds about right. So once I'm at +2, I'll outspeed pretty much everything on his team, except for maybe a Choice Scarf Masquerada. I'm honestly not too worried about a Choice Scarf Masquerada. 72 in defense will help. What's up? He's walking away. Okay. 72 defense will help. Just take physical hits, because his team has a lot of physical hitters. I'm not going to Little Hydro Steam anyway from Walking Wake. Floor just doesn't do much damage to me anyway. Yeah, most of his teams actually does damage to me as physical. Now, you know, Air Balloon is nice just so I can set up a potential agility against certain things like Gouging Fire or even Torkoal, because both of those Pokemon can get ground type moves, and I don't want to get hit by those. I consider leftovers, but I think Air Balloon just makes a little bit more sense there. I can basically get a free agility against those two. I'll probably be leading this thing as well, because if he does lead Torkoal, it's really good. If he leads Meowscarada, it's also very threatening. And this thing just does shit tons of damage to almost everything on his team. Everything but the Rhydon. So that's what I'm expecting. Half expecting Rhydon to come here. Makes sense. And then, again, I had Substitute. I just changed it to Extreme Speed because I feel like the priority is going to help. So, next up we have our Frisking Edgar. Edgar making its debut. This is actually the only Pokemon that I just picked up out of free agency and I'm using, which is kind of crazy. But got the green eyes and everything. Terra Water, which is really fun, actually. Really fun. Look at this set. Okay, so I've got obviously the Frisk, because it's Wigglytuff's best ability, so it'll help me kind of scout out certain items. Certain things are going to be obvious, like the Heat Rock Torkoal, the Choice Scarf Ditto, the Leftovers Florges, you know, with certain, you know, other things like Spectre Life Orb, Walking Wake is what I'm expecting with the Speed Boost Photosynthesis. Wish Protect, Thunder Wave, Dazzling Gleam is the moveset. We're just specially defensive with this. This is my Walking Wake switch in, and if we get the chance, we can Terra Water so that he can't Hydro Steam me for a lot of damage. This thing is pissing me off. Hello. This thing's pissing me the fuck off, bro. Every time I look up, this thing just doesn't know how to focus. Are we still focused? I can't really tell. Maybe it's because I lean back. I'm still out of focus. I don't fucking care. Okay, wishing, with that big HP stat, base 140 HP, we're going to be getting a lot of health back on whatever we switch in. Hopefully it doesn't die that turn. That would suck. I consider Baton Pass, but I feel like Thunder Wave is just much better, and I need to be able to hit Walking Wake, so I opted for Dazzling Gleam, because Dazzling Gleam is just decent against his team in general. The only resistances being Torkoal, Skarmory, and Arbok. And other than that, Dazzling Gleam just does a lot, and we can pair things with Thunder Wave, which is really cool. Okay, last but not least, we have Quaquaval, 248 HP, 136 defense, and 124 speed. We had the 136 in attack, but then I changed it last minute to defense, because we're also Impish Nature, by the way. As you can see, I just feel like I needed the extra bulk on this team. This isn't really a sweeper, although it does have Moxie, it does have the speed investment. By the way, this will outspeed a Meowscarada speed creeping that's a good old Thundurus, so that's great. I can outspeed that at +1, which is cool. And again, no attack investment, but we're really here just to be able to Rapid Spin. We can switch into Torkoal, try to Rapid Spin those rocks away. We can switch into certain other things, potentially a Gouging Fire, not that we do much back. This is our knockoff user. I had knockoff on Wigglytuff. I changed it to Thunder Wave because I felt like the speed control is going to be more important. And Quaquaval is just nice for, you know, switching into certain things and being able to Rapid Spin, being able to knock off items. It's going to be huge. I can threaten certain things, which is kind of funny because I have no investment. I can threaten a Rhydon before it terastallizes. Oh, by the way, yeah, I'm going to pull up the Terra Captains real quick. So, what's he got? Okay, so Rotom is Ghost Fairy Fighting, Ditto is Normal Fairy and Water, and then Rhydon's going to be Ground, Electric, and Water. I'm expecting Rhydon to probably go Electric, just to help against the Thundurus if he thinks I'm Grass Knot, and that makes more sense. Ditto would go Normal or Fairy. Normal would help against Spectrier, in case he thinks, like, maybe I'm Trey Scarfed, he can just tear Normal, and then he's actually immune to the Shadow Ball. And then Rotom I'm not really concerned with. So anyway, that's going to be the team builder. I'm going to have to battle in about 2 hours from now. and I will see you guys there. Alright, here we are in the battle, going up against Lars, and the Terminator. Did I say that right? I think I did. I fixed the layout to show that I'm predicting Masquerade to come, and we have failed to connect to the other trainer. Please start from the beginning. Okay, let's start from the beginning then. I'm surprised that happened. It's never happened to me. Obviously, it's a little darker now with the face cam. Just because it's like past 2 a.m. for me, so yeah, that's a thing. So we're gonna try to get this going here, and yeah, obviously got, you know, few little jitters here, but I think I'm rolling in with pretty decent game plan. Let's see what he brought here. He's got the, wow, almost the 6. So if he didn't, okay, so if I didn't change Masquerade, I would have got him all right. Okay, I'm honestly not even upset about him not having Masquerade here. Oh, that's the wrong one. See, I knew I'd get it wrong. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna lead with my Arcanine, which was kind of the plan from the outset. If I saw, you know, anything crazy. Now, if he does lead Rhydon, I'm actually not too annoyed about that either. So we'll see. We'll see what he wants to do here. All right. It is kind of annoying that the Rhydon is there, just because it's much more difficult for my Arcanine to get anything going. I'm hoping it terastallizes early, so that we can kind of deal with it a little bit easier. Because if it's Terrid, it's not. If it's like Terra Electric, yeah, it hits Quaquaval a little bit harder, but then it's weak to Tinglu, and also it doesn't resist Arcanine. So I'm expecting a Torkoal lead, maybe Ditto, but so he's gonna lead Walking Wake. I'm actually surprised by that, but okay. This makes me want to go into Wigglytuff right away. I don't think there's any other response here. I could go into Samba, but I think that Wigglytuff makes a lot of sense here. I could also Frisk for its item, which is pretty cool, and we can pull up Wigglytuff, and we can also pull up our damage calc. Not that anything's really going to surprise us here. He could also flip turn. Damn, that's a surprising lead for me. I wasn't expecting that. Watch him be Dragon Dance. That would be pretty crazy. But he's not Terra, so I'm not too concerned about it if that is what it is. Alright, gonna swap out here. Wouldn't be surprised to see a flip turn here. I think it would make the most sense, but I couldn't stand because I would still do a lot. He's Specs, wow, okay. And he's just gonna Hydro Steam off the bat. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so it's gonna do a little bit of damage here. I kind of want a Thunder Wave, but I also don't want Rhydon to come in freely here. So he is Specs. Is that? Damn, I forgot to fucking calc it. Was that how much? Is it Modest or is it Timid? Okay, it looks to me Timid, because if it was Modest, it would have done around half. So, yeah. So it looks to be Timid. Choice Specs. Now I could double predicting a Rhydon. I'm thinking Rhydon makes the most sense here. Torkoal could also come in, I think. Let's see here. If I just battle, if I just throw off a Thunder Wave, it's not that bad. But if I go for Wish, that's also pretty good for me. Because if he brings in Torkoal, then I could probably just bring in like Tinglu. Okay, I'm gonna Wish. Play it safe here in case he does stay in for whatever reason. He's not gonna stay in, which is what I expected. I like Turtles, so that's gonna be Torkoal. I could have Thunder Waved this thing, which is interesting, but that's okay. Now we're gonna get the Wish off, which is great. He could very easily just Stealth Rock here. I think that makes a lot of sense here. I can actually Terra. I think the Terra here makes a lot of sense, because I don't want to. The next time I switch in, I'm gonna be actually weak to that move. And there's really not much, or not weak. I'm not gonna resist the Hydro Steam. And resisting the Hydro Steam is pretty important here. There's really no reason for me to stay a Fairy type. as opposed to a water type. So I think it's in my best interest to just Thunder Wave here. Yeah, just Thunder Wave. I also resisted Gouging Fire's fire type move, which is, you know, something. We're gonna go immediately for the Terra Water, and that's gonna be great for us. So we're gonna land the Thunder Wave, which is awesome. It's always great to be able to land that. He's gonna connect with a Will-O-Wisp, which sucks. Okay, so that's fine. We're gonna heal up though, which is great. I'm glad I didn't switch. That would have sucked. Imagine if I switched out on that. So he is paralyzed now. I feel pretty confident just switching, I think. I mean, just wishing. I think I could wish here. Kind of wish I had Stealth Rocks on this set, but I'm glad I got the pair on this thing, to be honest. I could just bring in Mythic here, actually. I think that makes a lot of sense. Then he could go into Rhydon, though. Which I don't really mind, do I? Let me think. It's got Willow. Yeah, see, he could just attack me here, though. And then he would be breaking my my little air balloon, which wouldn't be fun. Trying to decide what the best, because I don't want to get burned with anything. That's the only thing. Yeah, let's go straight into Mythic. He could go for Stealth Rocks here. He could also go for a Lava Plume. He could predict my switch and try to double Will-O-Wisp, or he could switch himself. We'll see what he does here. I float in the air with my air balloon, and he's gonna swap himself. Okay, I'm hoping I don't see a Rhydon here. Goobing Fire. Okay, this is great for me. So his speed is heightened. That's interesting. Okay, I'm not scared of this. In fact, I don't know if he saw my air balloon, but it's probably in his best interest to switch into Rhydon. I think that's what he's gonna do. I'm going to trust that he saw that I was air balloon. And even if he didn't say I'm air balloon, it's still possible that I'm scarfed, even though he did outspeed me if I'm scarfed. But if he goes for Earthquake here, I'm not, like, it doesn't affect me. So I'm fine with just Flare Blitzing here. The reason I Flare Blitz over Head Smash is just because since the switch is obvious, I want to at least try to get a burn on this Rhydon. And also I can kind of calc what sort of damage I'm doing. I think it's a 10% chance to burn. That does absolutely 0. And no burn. We do get the Sun boosted though, which is always fun. So he's Eviolite in the Sun. Yeah, so he looks to be like max physical defense. It really appears as though he's that. Okay. So obviously we're going to switch. We're going to go right into Samba here. The reason being I can rapid spin any Stealth Rocks that come my way. He doesn't have a ghost type, so it's a very free spin. I'm also very bulky. So if he goes for Earthquake, I can take it. I can just knock off back afterwards. So that's going to be the move here. Let's see what my opponent wants to do. Quaquaval. I'm pretty... Okay, he's going to double. Wow, alright. Interesting. What does he go into? Alan Wake? Uh-oh. This thing's going to do a shit ton. Photosynthesis. Speed. So he's got the speed on this thing now. I'm interested to see why he switched into this. Quite interesting to me. He could throw out a Draco here, which would obviously kill Quaquaval. Hydro Steam in the Sun does insane damage too. That's fucking crazy. What if I just knock off though? Like the thing is, if he Dracos and he kills me, that puts me in a great spot actually. To just go into Thundurus, pretty much, and bulk up. So I don't really think he's going to do that. But I would love getting rid of those specs. I honestly would love that. So let's go ahead and knock off and hope he doesn't knock me out here. He does go Draco. This is probably going to kill me. Yeah. Alright. Quaquaval's down. I could have gone Wigglytuff, but, you know, we decided to not do that. Boom. Alright, so... Oh boy. do a few things here. I think probably Thunderous is the best play. But then he just goes into Rhydon, which is probably not good for me, right? I'm going to go into Spectre. And I'm just going to Calm Mind because he's at -2 here. Even though he does outspeed me, I'm not too concerned about that because he's at -2. So I can just get all that health back if I decide to. So since he doesn't have Meowscarada, I feel pretty confident in my ability to get up a sub against something here. So that's good at least. It freaking sucks that both of his photosynthesis mons are speed boosting though. Florenberg. Okay. So this is the Florida. So this is specifically what we kind of tailored this set to beat. And I'm hoping he doesn't have any investments, because if he doesn't, I can sub up on this, which would be fantastic. So that's what we're going to go for here. I just hope he doesn't have any investment. That's what we're doing. Here comes the Moonblast. And it fades. Cheeky bugger. The Harsh Sunlight fades as well. Okay. I think I'm going to Calm Mind again. I think at that point I should be able to live the hit with this sub up. The only issue is that I'm really going to get low in health here, obviously. So we'll see what he wants to do here. So that means he has to have some sort of investment, right? But if I get up to +2, watch him be Specs, that would be hilarious. So if I get up to +2, even a max special attack modest Moonblast has like a very slim chance of breaking a sub. I wish I had just clicked it there, Calm Mind. There's really no drawback in clicking it, Calm Mind there. Got a little bit greedy there. Okay, so he's gonna switch potentially into Ditto. Gustavo, that sounds like Ditto. Well, that's the only thing left. Okay, so he's gonna trace me, and now he's at +1, and I'm at +2. So I definitely knock him out, and he does not knock me out at all. In fact, can I just Draining Kiss? Probably not. I want to Draining Kiss in case he's Terra Normal. Because I feel like that would make a lot of sense for him to just Terra Normal here. I could also go Wigglytuff very freely here. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't Terra here. Because once he Terras, he's that type forever, no matter what Pokemon he copies. I think I'm going to make... Yeah, I'm going to make the safe play into Edgar here. So he's right now he's +1/+1. And yeah, that's what we're going to do here. First the Scarf. Okay, that's good to know. He is going to Terra. Okay. Okay, so is it Fairy or is it Normal? It is... Survey says... Terra Normal. Okay, so we called that one, which is great. Definitely glad I didn't Shadow Ball there. Oh wait, I'm a Water type now. That's what I forgot. Damn. How did I forget that? Probably because I just woke up. It's like 2:30 a.m. Fuck. That was embarrassing. Okay. I don't think I can live another one. See, what's 6% of 483? 483 times 0.06. 29 HP. So 483 minus 29. 454. So yeah, that's gonna knock me out here. Okay. So I guess I have to go into Tinglu. Which absolutely blows. But luckily Shadow Ball's not doing any damage. So yeah, we're gonna do that. He's gonna switch himself. That's crazy to me. This guy's making so many switches that I'm not expecting. He goes into Torkoal here. I guess predicting the wish. He gets his heat. He gets his sun back up, which is just a great thing. It's just great for everyone involved. This isn't terrible actually, because I can just earthquake this for a lot of damage, but I can also spikes. The problem with spiking is that the gouging fire could just be boots, and then it's kind of a waste, right? Oh boy, I don't see us beating this this team. If I'm being honest with y'all. I mean, yeah, I get earthquake, but if I'm burned, that kind of fucking blows, right? I really can't allow myself to get burned here, I think. What if he goes for Stealth Rock? Bro, Stealth Rocks would suck here. Stealth Rocks would actually suck. Yeah. Yeah, it would blow, for sure. I really wish I got that knockoff off on the fucking Walking Wake. But what can you do? How do I get myself into a position to actually win? It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for sure. I'm just going to stay in an Earthquake because I ran out of time. Didn't have that much time to think. Well, 60 seconds should be enough, but it obviously wasn't. He's going to Will-O-Wisp and he's going to connect. So that's great. Probably should have switched into Arcanine, but again, he has the ride on, so who fucking cares, right? Alright, so this thing looks to be completely physically defensive, and at this point, I pretty much just have to spike and hope that the spike's damage is gonna do some work here. Alan Wake comes back in, fucking free as hell. Free as hell, nothing's stopping it. I think at this point I just have to sack, like, freaking something, obviously. Because Wigglytuff's the only thing that can take this hit. Can Wigglytuff even take this? I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh boy. It can take a Hydro Steam. Unfortunately, I'm sad to say that nothing else on my team can. So that's great. Yeah, and until Rhydon's gone, Arcanine's fucking useless. So I think that's going to be the sack. I think. Okay. Good try, buddy. But, sorry. You're gone. Goodbye, Arcanine. Oh boy. My air balloon will surely save me here. Yeah, so that's going to be another Mon down to the Wake. And I think I'll bring in Wigglytuff here. So the specs are there, no fucking shit. We're gonna wish. God damn it, bro. I mean, the crazy thing is, Wake still does like 68 to 81% to this thing with a Draco, because I already terrestrialized. So it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? I guess I could have brought Assault Vest Regieleki, but yeah, no. Obviously my team is not that good, so it is what it is. I'm surprised he led with this though. That was interesting. I guess he thought that it had such a good matchup that who really cares. So he's gonna switch. He's gonna go into Goobing Fire, which is gonna be this thing. He is hurt by the spikes, so that's interesting to note. And here, I guess I mean, he probably kills me with a Dragon type move, right? He's, okay, first of all, he's jolly. He has a speed boost, so he's like 200? Less than 200. To 168. What does this thing get? Outrage? It's not gonna have Outrage. Dragon Claw? Does it have Dragon Claw? Yeah. So it could go for a Dragon Claw here. It could also Dragon Dance, but I can just Thunder Wave. A Dragon Claw should probably not knock us out. So the problem with switching is that he can go for Dragon Dance, and then I probably just die. I think everything on my team just dies. So I'm gonna Thunder Wave here. He does go for the dance. Let's hope he's not Lum. That would fucking suck, right? Lumberry would suck. A miss would also suck. Okay, so we're gonna connect that. Let's see what he is. Survey says no Lum. Okay, so guess I'm gonna switch here. What does Ting Lu do to this? It actually takes like everything pretty well. Except it doesn't outspeed this thing, so that sucks. Oh boy. Alright. Guess I'll pull up my calculator here. Flare Blitz on a water type? You're crazy. Alright, well, whatever. So it's outspeeding everything, even with the paralysis at this point. Well, it's not outspeeding Spectre. All we can hope for at this point is just like a full para, I guess I should say. That would be ideal. So I think we're gonna Earthquake, just to get it in range of Spectre. No, so we're not gonna get any of that. Alright. This is not easy to sit through, y'all. Not easy at all. Does Spectre even kill this? Okay, so it doesn't have the speed anymore. But it still has the attack, so there's no way I'm switching an attendant here. It's not happening, okay? It is not happening. Alright, buddy. What are you gonna do? Maybe I'll speed so I could substitute, I guess. I guess I could substitute. And hope to get lucky. Let's hope to get lucky here, y'all. What was that noise? Was that Mickey? I think it was my cat. There she is. Right there. Right there. Taking a little nap. Can't blame her. Oh boy. Alright. See what my opponent wants to do. Probably gonna switch just because you don't want to risk getting paralyzed and then, you know, getting set up on potentially. Okay, he's gonna stay in. Do see a Flare Blitz. I don't even think there's a point for me to continue substituting, because I'm just gonna get whittled more and more. So I think at this point I just gotta cut my losses and Shadow Ball here. I'm hoping it kills. Bro, watch this not kill. That would be fucking hilarious. Oh, now he switches. I don't know, man. Into the fucking Ditto. Like this game is just not going my way, bro. This is very frustrating. How am I supposed to fucking predict that these guys are gonna do this? Okay. Okay. So weird. It's like I'm losing every 50-50 on the planet. So obviously I'm gonna go into Wigglytuff and we're gonna live this. We're gonna take this hit. Actually, what does it do to my Thundurus if I just bring this thing in? Shadow Ball does very little, but it could get a Spit F drop, which I guess isn't fun. I think my only way of winning is with Thundurus, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So interested to see what he does if I bring in Wigglytuff here. Of course, he could just Shadow Ball. Could just throw out that Shadow Ball. I don't know how we kill Rhydon at this point, but I guess we could try. Yeah, there's a Shadow Ball. This is gonna do very little to us. How did it do that much? The Spectre has 96 HP, EVs in special attack. I don't know how Shadow Ball does that much, bro. Yeah, oh well. Well, I guess we're gonna have to wish. Because this fucker can't take shit. Or I could switch. Or I can just switch. Just switch. I can just switch. But the crazy thing is he just brings in Torkoal and everything just repeats. So I'm gonna go into Spectre, hoping he goes into Torkoal to set up this on. Whoa, we went into Torkoal, guys. Hurt by the spikes. Gets that shit up. Now the good part, well, good. I don't really want to call it good, but on one hand, if I Calm Mind here and he gets fully parried, that's pretty cool. But at the same time, we're still never going to be in a good spot here. So, yeah. Just gotta hope for some sort of hacks here, I think. Hoping for some sort of hacks. Oh boy. Hoping for some sort of hacks. There's the Calm Mind. He could burn me here, which wouldn't be a terrible play to stop my recovery, but then I just substitute the next turn. I do get a para, okay. So at this point, I should be able to substitute. Should be able to sub on this thing. So that's the move we're gonna click here. Okay, he's gonna hard switch, probably. I mean, Gustavo, okay. So in comes this. Now, if, for example, I were to Calm Mind again, what does that do for me? On a spiritual level, what does that do for me? Okay, so I'd be at +2. While this brother would be he's at 0. So Shadow Ball's really not doing that much to me. I mean, a Shadow Ball here just kills him, which is cool. But my issue is then Walking Weight comes in. Wait, no, because I'm at +1. Does Shadow Ball kill him? Wait, no, bro, I'm retarded. He's fucking normal type. He's a freaking normal type, bro. I think I had to Calm Mind again. Shit's crazy. I think I had to Calm Mind. This is really the only situation in which this works, unfortunately. Kind of wishing he wasn't a normal type right now, but it is what it is. So there's another one there. At this point, I pretty much have to pray for no WPF drop. The problem is that his base HP is so much lower than mine, because it's a freaking Ditto, that we're gonna have some trouble here. Base 48. Does that even factor in? Yeah, okay. So Draining Kiss is gonna do, it's a 2-hit KO, but I'm just not gonna get that much health back, is my thing. So we're gonna click it here and pray for no WPF drop, I guess. Here comes the Shadow Ball. It's gonna do, that did a lot. That did a lot. We get a crit though. That's kind of cool. Again, I still 2-hit KO him, but we get a lot more health back, which is great. You know, it'd be really clutch if the sun like somehow ended next turn. That would be great. I don't think it's gonna happen though, but it would be great. So it's gonna go ahead and Shadow Ball here. Ooh, we live just barely. Yo, that probably would have just like won him the game. Actually, no, my Wigglytuff can live a hit there. Whatever. Okay. Survey says I do get the Grim Neigh, so I'm at +3 at this point. We did get a kill too, which was great. Unfortunately, 74 out of whatever the fuck, 403. I think we're just under 25%. Alan Wake comes in to claim its kill, essentially. Where's my... Okay, there it is. Boom. I mean, I could switch, right? I could switch into Wigglytuff. Is there even a point? I don't think I take 2. Wiggly against his fucking Walking Lake. Dude. Hydro Steam? No, I don't take 2. How many Sun turns are left actually? Can we figure this shit out? How do I check status? 2 turns, so the sunlight will fade if I go into this thing. I think I gotta go into Wigglytuff here. And just hope by some miracle I can live 2. And if not, the sunlight fades and I go into Thundurus. I guess. Wow, it has choice specs? I never knew. That's crazy. Oh, it goes for Dragon Pulse. Wow. Just for shits and giggles, I want to see how much that did to Spectre. Because that was a +2. That was a +2. Yeah, it still kills, but it's like, you know, it's pretty close. It's closer than you'd expect. I mean, I could protect. I don't see a point. Because again, this thing's sun dies this turn, or after this turn. So let's just wish in case he switches. No switch. Okay. Thundy, what can you do for me? You can't fucking live 2 Dragon Pulses. You know, I don't know why I didn't prep for this better. At the same time, I don't even know what I could have done. So, where is this? Boom. Oh, you're in front of. What? You son of a bitch. Wigglytuff, what is wrong with you? Poor bastard. Poor bastard was never good. Get down there. Okay. Okay, Thundurus. Let's see what you're made of, buddy. I'm hoping he switches. I think he should switch into freaking Rhydon. That's what I would do if I were him. Probably not. I probably wouldn't do that if I were him. He's max speed, so he will outspeed me. I hope he switches into Rhydon. That would be kind of cool, actually. Maybe we can steal another kill if he misses like 11 Stone Edges. Okay, he goes into this. Interesting. Now, Walking Wake in the sun, unfortunately, is not going to kill me with a Hydro Steam. So that's kind of cool. But I definitely don't kill it with anything. So we're going to hope this thing just damages me here. Oh boy, oh boy. He could just... Okay, probably Rhydon comes in here. Boobing Fire. Okay. I think I have to just attack. Or, I'm sorry, I think I have to bulk up because I need to get this freaking thing off of me. This Chesto Berry. It's really ruining my mood here. Gouging Fire with a Flare Blitz attached to it. Well, it's gotta be 168 for the speed boost. Unless I'm just really dumb and for some reason I've been saying it's a speed boost when all this time it hasn't been. I don't really know. Flare still does a shit ton. That's the problem though, because if I... Yeah... I can't just... Actually I can. I can bulk up. There's no way he's Dragon Dance and Burning Bulwark though, right? I think I just have to bulk up here. Unfortunate, but you know, that's the game. I think he would have clicked it there if he had it. But, you know. Jesus, that does a lot. Oh yeah, because you're in the sun. That's right. Fuck. Oh, you're going to die to the next one. Great. Alright, can you get fully parried though? That would be ideal. You got fully parried here. So that I could kill you, and then Walking Wake can't revenge me. See, you know what's crazy? I felt more confident about this game than the last one. Which is just surprising. Okay, so it's going to be a 4-0 here. Where's my thingy here? Where's my thingy? There it is. Boom. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. I might as well just put it. Fuck it. Where's this thing? Oh, boom. Okay. Oh, boy. So that's going to be it. GG to Lars. Definitely had a better game plan than I did. Came in with a plan. And I obviously did not. So that's going to be it. There's nothing else to say, really. Walking away kind of shits all over my entire draft, to be honest with you. Even Wigglytuff, which was really my best answer to it. Now, obviously, there are ways to beat it if you just get out in front of it and you start sweeping before they have the chance to. But it's kind of difficult to do that with a Ditto there. You can't really set anything up because it can just come in and reverse sweep you. So it's a really well designed team, in my opinion. Better than mine. I'm never good at drafting, but anyway, that's just excuses on excuses. GG to Lars. Hopefully we can, well, I don't really care. I was going to say hopefully we can bounce back, but probably not. That's going to be it.